Let's start with your reading, Scorpio. Today, we are going to look into your recent past, current energies, and near future. And then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about your messages. Let's now start right away with your reading. Okay. All right. The main energy for the reading today is the Two of Pentacles. There is something you're juggling with right here, Scorpio. You're wanting to do something, to say something, but you don't find the strength to go ahead with it. It really feels as if you are trying to heal from something, trying to heal from a previous situation, wanting to move on, but not wanting to fully let go of this at the same time. Perhaps you are in a situation where you want to close a door, but there is something you want to say before you do that. Something you want the other person to know, and something you definitely want to get off your chest. We'll see what this is about. In the recent past, we have the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Cups. There is someone here who brought a lot of instability into the situation. It's as if you were dealing with a person who all of a sudden changed, became very hard to read. Someone who would keep you hanging, even when you were going out of your comfort zone to reach out and to work things out. The Seven of Cups shows someone who is not able to make a solid choice when it comes to this connection. Someone who doesn't officially walk away, but who at the same time is not putting in the effort to make this work. We'll see what was going on here when we clarify, but obviously you wanted to move away from that. You were tired of doing all the work yourself, burned out. That's what we see right there. In the current energies, 2 4s, 4 Wands and 4 of Pentacles. You seem to be overall very closed off right now, Scorpio, and I don't blame you. Even if you don't want to let people see it, because we see on the surface that instead you want to appear as you're having fun, as everything was good with you, you're not hurting, you're not thinking about this, but there is something within you that instead is very hurt, or at least disappointed. You're keeping it to yourself. You're trying to focus on self-healing, trying to stay positive, right? Especially because this is not the first time that you go through something like this with this person or with all the people that you believed in the past. But this time, this one time, you were hoping for things to just evolve differently, to really work out. There is something more that you should know about this current energy, but I cannot fully see it yet. So we'll come back to this when we clarify. In the near future, Knight of Pentacles and Ace of Swords. Someone is changing their approach again. Out of the blue, very unexpectedly. What is going on? The Ace of Swords talks about an unexpected message, a breakthrough moment which can lead to a new beginning. This is definitely going to allow you at least to speak your mind, Scorpio. Allow you to actually feel 100 pounds lighter. And I do sense that this is something you actually really need right now. Regardless of how the situation will end for the two of you, you need to be able to get this off your chest, or you'll have to carry it with you for years in the future, and it will slow you down, Knight of Pentacles. We'll see what this is about. Let's start clarifying, Scorpio, and let's begin with your recent past. Ooh, sorry about that. Too many cards. Let me do one more shuffle. Okay. The World, the Two of Pentacles over here, and the Three of Pentacles. You know, this is very tricky, because on one hand, this is someone who you really thought was going to make your life better. Someone who was on the same page as you. Someone who was actually bringing stability. and a person who seemed to be completely different from the rest. You started making plans for yourself and always including this person as well, as if they were an extension of you, as if your world revolved around them as well. And those are the connections that truly become a part of you, you know? Now, I really do see love from the both of you. Don't think that this person has faked their way into your heart. But it's true that all of a sudden something changed. That Two of Pentacles again. Something was said or done which completely broke the dynamic between the two of you, right? You might have had bigger arguments before this one, honestly, but sometimes the smallest ones are the ones that end it all. Someone just gave up and decided that they were not going to try anymore. But regardless, this person kept thinking about this. I definitely see it here. Having this conversation in their head, a back and forth with you, but they were never able to bring up on the surface so that they could have had a real conversation with you. Maybe you blocked them, you know? Maybe you did something here that made it impossible for them to have this conversation, or they just didn't have the strength to really approach the situation from a more mature standpoint. Now, let's see what's going on in the present. Let's clarify the current energies. High Priestess, the Emperor, and the Ten of Cups. This Emperor right here is a little bit of a concern. The Eight of Cups, okay. There is an issue here, Scorpio. You have this idea for which every time something doesn't work out, or every time someone turns out to be not who you thought they were, you can just close that door and move on, as if nothing has ever happened, right? This might have worked out at some point in your life. I can definitely see that working out, but it's getting to a point where every situation that does not work out, it's starting to leave something behind, something on your shoulders, and you're starting to feel very tired of it. Back to what we were saying at the beginning of the reading, you might be wanting to get something off your chest, wanting to still walk out that door, but saying something on your way out. There is a need for a conversation, High Priestess right here, a need to externalize something. But the need is ignored right now, the Emperor, trying to control it as much as possible. I do believe that this is eventually going to change because, as we've seen a little earlier, there is a potential conversation coming up. So let's see what this is going to be about. And look at this, Page of Swords. Someone is keeping an eye on you. There is definitely a lot going on with the High Priestess and the Page of Swords that you're not immediately able to see on the surface. So let's see then what's coming up, and let's clarify the near future energy. Three of Cups, Page of Cups, there it goes, and Judgment. Ooh, you're gonna like this. First of all, I see that there are going to be a lot of changes in your life. Big or small, does not matter. And this person is now drawn back to you also because of those changes that are happening into your life. Now, we were right in assuming that this Ace of Swords was bringing communication in, because now we see also the Page, which brings communication into the picture. There is someone here who now wants to talk. And although you do not want to appear immediately available, you're going to talk to Scorpio. I can definitely see that. You're just ready to speak your mind, Judgment. You're ready for the truth. It's not that you enjoy the fighting. In fact, that's the last thing that you want to do right now. But you do understand that the only way out of this situation is definitely through, and you're ready to just stand up for yourself, you know, and set the record straight as well. Now, I do see you going in with your shield on, right? With your sword in your hand. But at the same time, There is something that is going to surprise you from this person. I see a lot of cup energy. Yes, cups energy. And I do believe that you're not expecting this person to be so transparent, so emotional. There is a possibility that this will make you rethink your current approach. There is more love than you originally anticipated. And this person's actions, words, are going, at least at first, even for just a few seconds, going to make you second guess your original approach. So what we've seen so far is that you need to find a way to get something off your chest, Scorpio, and your opportunity might be coming up soon. This conversation will surprise you, and not for the reasons you might think. So let's keep going with the message. Let's keep clarifying in order to see what this is going to be about. What should you expect from this conversation and from this connection in general? And what else is coming your way in the next few months? Let's keep going with your reading, Scorpio. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free, personal, live, 45-minute reading. I send out emails to confirm every Monday morning. Please make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Scorpio. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events, the Five of Cups. And we're starting to see what this person is going to communicate to you, whether it is with their words, with their actions, with their facial expressions, with something that you're not expecting, honestly. It might be tears, it might be an overall reaction to what you're saying or what you're not saying, which you are not expecting at all. There is regret, and there is an important realization here. Usually the Five of Cups makes you realize how important someone was, right? And isn't it often the case, Scorpio? They always understand how precious something was after it's over, when you push them away. But that's not something that is sustainable. It's not something that you want to be involved in. Having to push away the people you care about to make them understand how much they care about you too. Is that something that you can carry for a long period of time? I don't think so. No one would want to do that. But right here, Five of Cups, we have karma energy. We have someone who feels lonely and someone who doesn't want to accept the current dynamic. So I do see a need for forgiveness, but again, there is a fine line between forgiving and being taken advantage of and just wasting your time, you know? So let's keep going into this message. Let's see what else we can find out about this person, about the situation, in order to understand what you should really do and in order to understand what you have coming up after all of this drama is finally over. Let's first of all clarify the Five of Cups. Oh my God. See this? Three of Swords. Oh, Seven of Cups. Back to their original element, right? With the Ace of Swords. Exactly. This is what is going to be unexpected for you. Listen, we clearly have someone who absolutely adores you, Scorpio. And I feel that you tend to experience this type of dynamics very often in your life, right? People who are crazy about you, yet people who destroy everything they have with you. Why? Why is that? Why do you always have to end up with people like this? I see it in your